car. We used to see Pete Vanderwyst Jr. in that car. Not anymore. Pete Vanderwyst Jr. is in that car. Has been for a little while. He went to Delaware Speedway on Friday night with one whistle. Put it in victory lane. And I'll tell you what that 17 did. He put it in victory lane. No one was going to top the 7 of Pete Vanderwyst Jr. And he joins us now on the Zoom line. What's going on, Petey? How are you?
Good, how are you? Thank you for having me today.
Glad to be here. Man, what a show for you on Sunday night. You had that car dialed in, and you are going to be tonight.
No, we put a lot of work into that car. We're going to go for Friday. Scaled up for Mitchell. We crossed our T's and got our eyes on that car. We wanted to go there and put it into the house. I think that's what we did.
Yeah, you sure did. And people, it has been an up and down season for you. I've seen that car torn out to bits. And you guys take it back to the shop behind you. And you start the painstaking an effort of putting it all back together. And I know you're going to be scratching your head after one of those events that the car gets all ripped up. You're hot as hell. Everything went wrong. I don't know how you guys did so deep to say, okay, we got to put that behind us, put it back together, and let's go get it. And that's precisely what you guys do.
Yeah, I really couldn't do everything I do on my team. I had been up a long time this year. I've been ready to pack it in, and that's it. My guys keep coming back. Let's get this like this. We got race on the Friday. We got a terrible start tomorrow. We couldn't get a motor to work for us. It's about everything on it. Competition same time. Anything we could try. I found one working a couple weeks ago. And we just started working on the second one. I don't like my guys. They kept coming here all week and they helped me push past the ball and we just pack it in or we just go back up into the all that work is thanks to that one thing.
Well, it really helps to have Pete Vanderwyst Jr. To be a mentor and a part of that team. Pete would always rely back on his name in the sport. There's lots of times he got his car torn to bits. And they got together, he come by stronger each and every time together.
Yeah, well, here is someone who doesn't play to make a strong. It's the same with the race cars. You don't play a part, you don't know what you got yet. So, if we follow up this year, down the road, I'm not going to make sure it's good to go.
Let's start on. Do you guys do all your own work, or do you, like, whose chassis is underneath that skin?
That chassis is a gold chassis. It is, everything else now is between me and the group guys. Cole helped me out with the massive help this year. So, it's been good.
So, where do you look for, because you guys obviously do research and development, there's a lot that goes into these cars, and they're not like a conventional late model, so it's not like, hey, they can take the late model platform and adapt it to this car. A lot of those cars are metric, correct?
Those are leaf springs in the back. This one's in metric, so it's got four shots, four springs, no leaf springs in it. And the 6-inch ride wheels, you got to get pretty creative on getting it down low, digging it into the track. Honestly, we kind of just went one way and see if it works. Go all the way around it, see what works, and then meet in the middle of what doesn't work. And the rest of it works.
I think big time sensitive to temperature. I know a couple of weeks ago, Pete, it was rocking hot at the track. I mean, like, you guys would have been dying inside those race cars. And then on Friday night, it was relatively cool. Probably, one of those perfect race nights for inside the car.
It was super nice inside the car last Friday, that's for sure. The temperature wise with that track is, these are really sensitive to it again. If you go lower to the setup like we had last night, when it's super hot, you're going to be a little bit of you're going to be really loose. So, it's one of those things that's going to play with the track, know the temperature going there beforehand, and just steel case of Delta and then
No, the notebook really comes into play, right? So you can at least go back and know what you did the last time, that the conditions were kind of like this. And I guess starting position, track position, all of that comes into play on how that car's going to be set up, right?
It's a little bit, yeah, about track position, and just most of the weather, and just have the track cool down through the night. It's super hot, and when you put a little bit tighter settle down, and it's really cold out, we're going to be tightening them up a little bit. But the notes definitely help. We have some very good notes. It's one thing to be fortunate for. Your dad can still let me that you can write everything down. It doesn't look important. You might be going back and looking for it in a couple weeks anyways, so right now.
Yeah, write it down. You can't go wrong. If it's recorded, at least it's there. If it's not there, then you're depending on what's under the hat. And sometimes they can't remember everything. I know under my hat it's happening more and more these days, but Trevor's over the one has been rocket quick. He's got a lot of wins this year, been on the shore bunch. We've seen Ramsey in the 07 he's got a victory, or two maybe. There's been some changing at the top, but not a lot. You got, there's a lot of fast cars. And then on Friday night, well, there's the 7. You weren't there to finish second, third, and fourth. You could tell you were in the blue.
We put the car on the line, and it was a really fun car to drive. All the hard work and went and all that trouble we got this year, and I just moved in Mark 1. So that was good. I kind of stupidly.
So what do we got left for the season? How many more nights do you personally have? Are you going to do the Delaware series? I do believe it's back again. It's going to finish, I believe, at Vanderwyst Jr. And there's a really cool perk. If you can win the Superstar race and the mid-model race, there's some big glue up there and some bonus made for the kid.
There is, yeah. I believe we had 4 more races like this year, plus the day for the next hour. We're thinking $10 more, and then maybe pick up a couple of other efficiencies in the year, like on the Canada or Peter Burns or something.
Have you done Velocity or Autumn Colors or Oktoberfest yourself? I know I see your dad kicking around there, but have you personally done any of those?
No, I'm not totally done those. So we're hoping this year we can get out and do them. It'll be a pretty cool experience. So that's the goal. As long as we keep going there and keep it going fast, the last goal will be.
Yeah, and the extended distance races, obviously, probably think you better than the further ones. Or is that just me saying that?
I would say they're doing pretty good in the 50-lap races with super songs. Over the last year, I finished second in the Eco one. And of course, last Friday, 50 laps were by for us. Kind of fun. But anywhere along the game, it was home for me. So that's good.
That's what you want. Yeah, the long races stitch up, and that's key. When you've got some of the longer distance races coming up, and of course, there's some Friday night in there that is regular Friday nights. But there ain't nothing regular about a Superstar race in Delaware. On a Friday night, I don't care if it's 25 laps or 50, you gotta go all the way.
We can definitely go on for sure. I watched the video back and I saw that both the Aggie brothers going out and like, well, I guess that's the brother chance right now. But it was a good race to watch as well.
Yeah, and look at Hudson. Talk about electrical trouble and, having difficulty with the race there. Just pointed Hudson Nagy. He was in the same boat you were, having trouble. He struggled for like a year and a bit. Those troubles are gone, and now he's up there. All of that is going to be driving Trevor Culver crazy, I can guarantee you that. He blew a bearing, I believe. And when you look at him in the mirror, all going, hey, where's that one car? It's going to be coming.
No, I just mind if my dad's calling for me. Just keep your focus and keep hitting your marks, and that's exactly what I was focused on doing. And that's all I was worried about was hitting my goals as well. And getting in before getting out and taking off those laps as quickly as I could.
Well, and everybody was watching you through the windshield. And that's cool. You don't need to spend a lot of time in the mirror, right? You're going that way, so you need to be looking that way.
Of course, yeah.
Probably good advice from your old dad. That's the way to have it. The sponsorship on that seven car, it looks like it's really detailed up and a lot of proud people being out there, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of proud people on that car. I know my review on Friday night didn't make me so well, so I don't know the ground, and I just came right down, so.
That's okay.
It's all right.
Sure. You got opportunity tonight. You take your time and put your list out, do whatever you need to do, bud. You got time. You guarantee that time tonight.
Yeah, I got a couple of minutes that I don't think I like, but that would be steps are time for the voice and door. Yeah, thank you. I got CITV for Common Solution, discounting, big driving renovations, SRS polishing and detailing, Barber & Co., VP Specialized Cable, and Filthy Services. They all make these cars look around here for the process.
They sure did. And they appreciate, the success. Because I know I used to sponsor race cars long before I got involved with things. That's primarily how I got big time involved in it. And I used to just watch what my motto was, is I wanted to see forward progress and results. And you knew you're not going to get wins every night. That's how you sponsor more and more cars. Because you like sort of doubling down on things and, trying to make your name. It's such a tough place to visit, especially when you're out racing against the guys who are racing at life. Man, that's everybody racing the top 10 or 12 guys. Any one of them can win on a given night.
No, 100%. It's a tight secret drive, so that's also true. Even talking about moving forward, I hear we hit some bumps in the road and we can't squeeze out. It wasn't this, it was that, right? The forward progress we made, but not all of it was. This is what we're looking forward to now for next Saturday. Well, now we're back.
Record all of it, study it, read it again, and set it up exactly the same. Hopefully you get the same weather forecast.
Hopefully. Well, we got the day to go. We'll have a change here, we'll change there, so we're going to be prepared for Friday again.
Well, you're going to. Well, that's good. Pete, we thank you so much for the time today. Carlos, beautiful, shop looks great, and you seem to have a lot of work to do in the car this week, right? There's not too much to do.
And I really find something to do, that's for sure. Always treat those a little bit, I guess.
Pretty amazing how bolts can loose, right? Even when you win the race, when you go through it, you will find a loose nuts and bolts every time.
Yeah, I'm going to take my maintenance check for that. He's done a really good job.
Well, I would say congratulations on the victory. We'll keep the seat cranked up ready for you. If you win again, I'll be bugging you.
Looking forward to it.
That's great. The number 7 watcher on the Delaware speedway, Pete Vanderwyst Jr. Pete Sr., all part of that team. Those guys, man, I'm telling you, they're locked in now.